Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your May 16th to the 31st, 2020 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive into this reading and see what the cards have to say, remembering that these readings are focused on love, light, and positivity, messages from your angels and spirit guides to empower you and to move you forward. So I'm going to be starting with your spirit guide animal cards. These are also going to be your totem animals for this time. If you see these animals in the wild or an image of these animals, Aries, this is your angels and your spirit guides tapping you on the shoulder saying, remember this message. So angel and spirit guide message for Aries, May 16th to the 31st, 2020. Angel and spirit guide message for Aries, May 16th to the 31st, 2020. Angel and spirit guide message for Aries, May 16th to the 31st, 2020. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Oh, we have the squirrel spirit, which is one of my favorites. It says, believe in yourself. And then we have the elephant spirit, learn from the past. So believe in yourself as you learn from your past mistakes and things that have held you back. And now we're going to be using your chakra cards. These are going to be focusing on the chakra energies that your angels and your spirit guides really want you to be aware of during this time. Angel and spirit guide message for Aries, May 16th to the 31st, 2020. Angel and spirit guide message for Aries, May 16th to the 31st, 2020. Show me clearly, show me clearly. Ooh, goodness. Okay, right here. So we have inspiration just was flying at you. Yeah, and this one, life purpose. You're going to be inspired by your life purpose or inspired towards your life purpose. That's it. You are going to be inspired towards your life purpose. And let's see what your tarot has to say. Angel and spirit guide message for Aries, May 16th to the 31st, 2020. Angel and spirit guide message for Aries, May 16th to the 31st, 2020. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So at the center of everything, we have the Death card. This is a Scorpio energy, a time frame of October 23rd to November 21st. Yes. And then we have the Page of Swords, an air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Ten of Swords, a lot of lessons have been learned. A lot. Two of Wands. The Lovers, strong Gemini presence here, a time frame of May 21st to June 20th. Then we have the Tower, the Queen of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Six of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I know you have cards in here that you're probably looking at and saying, Dane, not so great. You know, the Ten of Swords, the Tower, but this is actually a very good, a very honest reading too. So I like it when they come out really kind of, I like it when they come out a bit blunt. That's the kind of the way I like to look at things. So yeah, so it's really, really nice here. All right, what I'm seeing is that you are looking and gaining an understanding of what it is that you want, the way that you want to move forward, what your heart is saying to you. And as you do so, you're going to see that there are points about you, there are things that you are changing, developing, moving towards that really does set you apart from everybody else. And this is kind of knowledge well earned, fought for, gained, and utilized. So what I'm seeing here with the squirrel and the elephant spirit, the squirrel spirit says, believe in yourself. The elephant spirit says, learn from the past. And in correlation with these cards, believe in yourself, because as you move forward, you are going to find that the changes that you have embraced and the things that you have looked at, over the years, and this isn't just like yesterday, this is over days, weeks, months, years, you're going to find that you're utilizing your power to really enhance where you are right now. And as you do so, you have the sacral and the throat chakra really shining through. So the sacral chakra is you being inspired. You are embracing inspiration. You are looking at what you need individually. You're also releasing negativity. You're releasing the angers, the hardships, the pains, the disappointments that you've held from this life and from past lives. And as you release this negativity, you feel yourself ascending towards your life purpose, towards your power, and towards what you desire. But you're also going to see your throat chakra, what you're saying, what you're focusing on, what you're speaking about, really does focus around your life purpose and the reason why you're here on this earthly plane. Now, this can be very different than, why you might think that you're here on this earthly plane, or the thing that you do to kind of pay the bills. Your life purpose can be being a loving, caring partner, a wonderful student, a great parent, things like this that you might think, oh, well, who really cares about that? You're going to see the intrinsic value of yourself moving you forward, and it's guiding your words, it's guiding how you see you, and that's really quite beautiful. And it leads you to this dying away of the old self and this rebirth of the new, especially as you embrace inspiration, moving away from the negativity from this life and from past lives, the negativity that you've inherited through your DNA, the negativity that has been holding you back, as it holds everybody back, Aries. You're really finding and stating your truth. This is what I stand for. This is where I stand. This is what I want. And I'm going to kind of hack through the weeds, the muck, the mire that has kept me held back. And as you do so, you have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of passion, of creativity, of tremendous inspiration. It's going to be leading you forward to really trust your instinctual self. And you'll also see, because what I keep on seeing is that this wand right here is becoming part of this scythe. So it's the handle that you use to clear out the underbrush, to clear out what is no longer important, but also to hold by your side and be your trusted ally as you are moving forward. Because this inspiration is almost like a living thing. It emboldens you, it cheers you on, it brightens you, and it moves you forward. And as you do so, you're going to see here, right, and also very kind of bluntly, this can very much be obtaining information from a Scorpio person, or a person with a Scorpio energy. There's also a sense here of you being very inspired by the light and the dark of things, by the duality of your own personal nature. You're going to find the depth of you to be very inspiring. And as you move forward in that inspiration, the Page of Swords is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, strong leaning towards a Gemini here, but you're being a student of your mind. You're also going to see that your mind and your heart really do work in tandem with each other, meaning that your emotional state is so powerful. Your heart, your expression of self is so powerful, and it really is going to influence the way that you see things, the way that you're minding things, the way that you're looking at yourself, and your ability to move forward and your desire to move forward towards your goals. Your heart is also going to be cradling and nurturing, because we have right here with the Queen of Cups a child right by her. So it's as if your heart is nurturing your mind. And that is really important, because a lot of times we like to think that our mind and our heart are very different things. We can be logical and we can be emotional, and we can separate those two, and each can have their own space and their own place. But that just isn't the case. I view us as emotional beings, and as emotional beings, we need to look at our emotional self and the power of our heart, the power of love we have for ourselves, the power of love we have for others. And as you see that, you're going to see that it impacts the way that you're thinking, the way that you're looking at the world, and the way that you're looking at yourself. And as you embrace the Page of Swords, as you embrace your cutting through doubts and fears, as you embrace your curiosity, your understanding, your inquisitiveness, but also your clear thinking and your intense intelligence, you're going to see that you're moving forward. you have all of what you need gathered. And I really do see your angels as cradling you as the child of inspiration that you are, to move you forward and to help you achieve what it is that you want. Do not poo-poo, do not, downplay what you have been through, what you have looked at, the way you see things, because that's going to be a very powerful part of you. And as you are moving forward here, now you have the Lovers at your roots. We have the Lovers and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Lovers here, Gemini energy, time frame May 21st to June 20th. This is embracing and embarking on love, sanctified by your angels. Love for yourself, love of your soul, love of what you desire, love for your life. The Wheel of Fortune is things starting to change. But what you're going to see here, and what I love about this card, is that you have the angel detangling the mess that has been made of things. So the Wheel of Fortune is life starting to do a 180 out of the tangle, out of the muck and the mire that has held you back from really embracing what you love, the duality of your nature, the duality of yourself, and the need to move forward in that loving understanding. Because as you do so, you are going to see that you have wings. As you do so, you're going to see that there's a tremendous power, a tremendous beauty to you that is absolutely breathtaking. And as you are moving forward in this beauty, now it can be, again, very bluntly, that a Gemini energy or a Gemini person helps you to untangle a mess. And that can be very much it. But I'm also seeing here, Aries, you really embracing your dual nature, which is not something that you're always going to like to do or want to do, because you are an Aries. You are, the god of war, the general, the emperor of existence. And so you're going to want things to be more black and white. You're going to want things to be more cut and dry. And so here, and especially yourself, when it comes to your emotions and when it comes to you hold yourself to a higher standard than you do most everybody else, which is lovely, but it can also take its toll. And so here you are embracing what you love, and you are embracing two parts of you. You're embracing the ruler that is benevolent within your soul and the tyrannical ruler. And as you have those two coming together, you're finding the love that you have for you. You're finding the brilliance, the just, the joy that leads you. And that's happening as the angels untangle the web and as life starts to do this 180. It's like, thank goodness. And as you're embracing this change, as you're coming out of the muck and the mire of it all, you have the Tower. And the Tower is everything falls apart. Yes, things have fallen apart. And they will not be put back together the same. And you know what? When I look at this card, I have an overwhelming sense of joy for you, because this is the change you want. This is, how you want things to move over. You are having things fall apart, so you move forward, hand fast in love, with life, with self, with dignity, with purpose, as you look at the future with new eyes. And so the Tower can be very, very, very chaotic. It can be that you don't see the beauty of the Tower till maybe even years down the road for some. I would say 2 years, most likely. 2 years, most likely. But what I'm seeing here is that the change that is coming. Okay, so what they're saying is that this could be a change that you've waited for 2 years, all right? 2 months or 2 weeks from where you are right now. Expect things to start to be shifting. Yeah, and you're going to see this within this time frame, all right? But know that this has long-reaching effects that is going to be more powerful than you thought it was. With the Tower, with things crumbling and then being rebuilt, you are going to see yourself standing tall, because this is divinity saying, I'm pushing you out of your comfort zone. And I don't care if you want to stay there, it's time to fly. And you are going to see that you can fly far and you can achieve so much more. Because with the Two of Wands right here, he holds the whole world in his hands, as do you. There's tremendous power, tremendous beauty, tremendous purpose to you that you will be embracing. And it leads you to passion. It leads you to new ideas. It leads you to a kindling of this spark. And it leads to the muck and the mire, the tangledness, the chaoticness, the unsurety, falling apart, like starting to unknot itself. and you saying, oh my gosh, this is the beauty that was once this mess. And as you see that, you're embracing the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. Now you have strong Scorpio presence here, strong Gemini presence. So it can be somebody who is a Gemini or a Scorpio, or it can be these two aspects of your chart are really coming forward. And with the Queen of Cups, it's like, I move towards love, and I will teach that love to the next generations, and I will have that love be my ruling force and my North Star. And as you embrace this, you are going to find that you don't need to be in the center of everything. Actually, you're going to find it to be a bit much, a bit garish, to be in the middle of loud, chaotic things a lot of the time. So you're going to need quiet moments to yourself as you're listening to your heart, as you're listening to your soul, as you are really following your life purpose and embracing the inspiration that is coming to you. And as you do so, you are going to find that you stand taller. You stand more true within yourself. And people are going to be drawn to your energy because there's something about the Queen of Cups. There's something about when your love shines through that people just feel absolutely drawn to and enchanted by. There's an enchantment to you that's going on that's really, really pretty. And as you're looking at things, I love that they're facing away from the Ten of Swords because you have two tens here. So you've come to a completion of a cycle. And as you've come to this completion of a cycle, and you have two sixes, so the completion of a cycle leads you to love, leads you to caring and to nurturing. And as you do so, the Ten of Swords used to always kind of baffle me because it's overkill to the extreme. But with the Ten of Swords, the really cool thing that I've started to see with it is that there's a wealth. There's wealth here stabbing him. And it's a wealth of excess. But it's also, you could sit there and say, okay, I wouldn't mind not being that wealthy if I'm going to be stabbed by it. But it's each year that you live, each disappointment, each heartbreak, each pain, each hardship that you have been through that has defined that year. Now, some years you can define it by many hardships, but one will stick out the most. And you might say, Dane, that's not a very uplifting way to see a decade. And it's like, yeah, that's true, but it's also very honest. It's like, even if you have the happiest year of your whole entire life, there is still something that you've learned during that year that has left its scar, that has left its mark, even if it is in correlation with your happiness. And so here, that's what we're looking at. We're looking at each time there has been a heartbreak, a disappointment, a pain, a betrayal, and the scars that it's left. And it's over a decade, right? For some, you can sit there and say, oh my gosh, this is the last 10 days. It can be. But it's over time. This has been accumulated. And even though you would think that this was a bad thing, this is a sign that you move forward in such tremendous strength because you have been through so much. This is the darkness before the dawn. This is the looking at things and saying, what is the reason for it before you find it, before it's whispered into your ears by the angels. Now, it does not mean that all of a sudden you'll just know, though some of you may very well. What this does mean is that you are seeing the strength within you, your resilience, your power, your beauty, and you are really utilizing it. And you're knowing that you will not be laid waste to. You will not be small and insignificant because you have withstood so much. And as you come to this conclusion and you embrace this realization, you move forward with your knowledge, with your angels guarding you and guiding you. And you are absolutely inspired by passion. And so here, your subconscious message for this whole entire time is justice, because that's what you're calling towards. Now, this is another air sign energy, a Libra energy, a time frame of September 23rd to October 22nd. And this is a time where subconsciously you move towards and embrace the justice that you want, the balancing of the scales, the keenness of mind. And as you do so, you set yourself free because you move from this 10 space of coming to a completion of a cycle, of knowing what it is that you stand for and seeing more clearly what it is that you want. And you move into the 10, into the 11, which is inspired, which is walking with your angels, which is beauty becoming you. And as you do so, you're going to find that you really lean heavily on your spirit guide animals. And your subconscious spirit animal is the bat. A rebirth is assured. And as you lean on this assurance of, you're learning from the past, you believing in yourself, and you knowing this rebirth comes because the rebirth is right at your heart, you are going to find that your root chakra of balance, of justice, shines bright. And that's where you see that you balance what is needed and what has been completely jumbled is starting to become clear. And that is something that absolutely inspires you. And as you find this balance, you also embrace the balance of the masculine and feminine energy that moves you forward and that, that makes you feel whole within yourself and your life. All right, Aries, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. Stay safe. I love you all. Bye.